Hey guys, how are you doing today? I'm excited about this one. We're gonna change it up a little because I think we're using entirely too much tape and too much glue. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Today should hopefully be a quick one. We're sort of revisiting what we've done, but we're gonna do it differently. So instead of cutting and taping everything, we're gonna start folding everything, which requires a little bit of pre-visualization, but I think it will ultimately make things that look better. So I want to start with what we've already done because we have that kind of sensibility, and then we might be able to carry that forward too. So today's episode is all about folding, and let's see what we can figure out. First thing we're going to start with is the cube, because we can already imagine what that's going to be like. I'm going to take some cardboard, and let's just kind of imagine what it's going to be like. I would cut apart the cube that I made last week, but it's huge and kind of ugly. So let's just work here and see what we can do. When I imagine what it would be like to unwrap a cube, well, that's what we're doing. Either take the cube you made and sort of unfold it, or just imagine what it would look like, and that's how we're gonna start here. So we're gonna make a 4-inch cube. I'm gonna assume that this line here is a straight line, and I'm just gonna draw a perpendicular line up from there. Straight line. And then we're gonna measure over 4 inches and draw another line, perpendicular. So we've got nice straight lines. And if you want, you can extend these lines right now. I just might put my ruler carefully against it. And you wanna be precise here. Like, precision is becoming progressively more important. Okay. So what we know with the cube is, it's basically, if you look at one face of the cube, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4 squares all the way around. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna measure up 4 inches. And I'm gonna bring a perpendicular line across. Then I'm gonna go up 4 more inches. And go perpendicular again. I'm gonna go up 4 more inches. I think you see the pattern, right? And we're going to come perpendicular across. And we need our line to go a little bit longer. And use sharp pencil points and use sharp knives. And then we want to go up 4 more inches. And then we just go perpendicular across. What I'm imagining right now is this. If we put a fold here, 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 and here, we should be able to wrap the thing into a cube. Then all we need is a top and bottom, which would come off the sides. So I think we could kind of put that anywhere. So let's put it here so we conserve cardboard. Sure. We just want to go this way 4 inches. Yeah, okay. So I'm just going to extend this line farther without measurement. I'm just going to make it go out longer. And then I'll measure over 4 inches. Make a mark and come back down. So that'll be our bottom or our top. Then we can put the other one right here, or here, or here, or like, I don't really think it matters where we put it. Let's put it here, because that'll give us a neat corner. Okay, we're gonna extend that line carefully, more than 4 inches. I'm gonna measure over 4 inches. And I'm gonna drop that perpendicular down. Careful pencil lines matter here because we're gonna cut to those pencil lines, but we're also gonna use those to fold against. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna cut out the outline of the box, and then we'll fold across those pencil lines to make the form. Yeah, just be really careful with this. Use a sharp blade and work on a cutting mat. Hopefully now. My hope now is that we can fold this into a box. So we're gonna put a straight edge along here, 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 here. We're gonna put a good straight edge across where we wanna bend, and hopefully it folds well there. So let's see, cross and, yeah, that went well. Oh, that's really nice. Okay, good, good. And then, all right, I just learned this. This is interesting. So the cardboard, like, you know, we have the grain running up and down the cardboard. It bends more cleanly across the grain than with the grain. So those bends were clean. When I tried to bend it here in between the corrugations, it was a little bit fussier. So I don't know, like, Yeah, if you can see here, I tried to bend on the pencil line, but it bent in the middle of the corrugation instead. I don't know how to fix, like, I don't know if with enough pressure, okay. If with enough pressure, I can force the bend kind of where I want it. So now hopefully we can just wrap this thing up into a box. So we go up, 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 down, up, and up. Oh man. Okay, so let's take, like, that is so much easier than the other way. Put a little black tape right here, wrap it up and around, bring it down. The one thing I'm thinking is though, like given material thickness, is this is kind of, yeah, this is kind of higher than the rest. So I wonder if I actually should have cut this an eighth shorter so that it would have been up, it would have met up more perfect. I probably should have. Hold on, let's see. So when I close this, yeah, look at that. So these all close nicely, and this one's up a little bit. This one's up a little bit high. So I think if I was smart and I cut that a tiny bit shorter, it would. All right, let's do it. You're right. Let's do it. So if I measure and take off the thickness of a piece of cardboard, now, all right. So we cut this one smaller. So now we should be able to fold it up, and that should go inside and look really nice. And then these close, yep, beautifully-ish. That is so much prettier. Okay, you guys. So I want you to do that. Make one of those, send that to me. And then we're gonna do the same thing with, the pyramid. Oh man, it's so much, if you draw it carefully, it's so much cleaner and it's so much easier. Yeah, that's awesome. So remember this, we're gonna be using this going forward. Easy, okay, that was a good one, that was easy. Okay, yeah, let's do the pyramid. I think the pyramid should be similarly easy. We're working with 4-inch stuff today. You don't have to, you can do whatever size you want, it just seems to be pretty manageable. I'm going to sort of arbitrarily in the middle of this, just draw a line. And then I'm gonna extend it a little bit bigger. And be careful with these lines, because this matters. Now I'm going to draw a very careful perpendicular across. And now we're gonna measure our 4 inches. So now I'm gonna draw a careful perpendicular up from there. And now we're gonna measure 4 inches over again. We're gonna draw that square. Again, pay really close attention to your perpendiculars. Make it as perfect as you can. Awesome. Now we want to turn this into a pyramid. And here's what I know. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come to the midpoint of each of these. So I'm gonna measure in 2 inches and make a dot. I'll do that real quick. Cool. What we know now is whatever we do to one side, we do to the other 3, and it should all be good. Last time we did an equilateral kind of triangle. Let's make a tall pointy, because we can, because it doesn't matter. Our limitation is here. This is the smallest part out from the square. So that is 5.5 inches. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna come this way 5.5 inches. So I'm gonna draw a new perpendicular off that center point, very carefully. New perpendicular line. Great, now watch this, this will be fun. I'm gonna measure up 5 inches on that line. So we have that point, you see that point? And now I'm gonna draw lines back. So we're trying to imagine what it would be like to unfurl a pyramid, a 4-sided pyramid. Bring that back really carefully. Good. That's awesome. So now all we have to do is that 3 more times. So I'm gonna do that real quick. I'll be right back. So yeah, I think all we have to do now is cut out the perimeter, bend across the folds, and we should have a pyramid, I think. Okay, that's pretty cool. Right? Okay, so now in theory, all we need to do is fold across there and see how it goes. So we know that when the grain runs this way, those folds should go pretty easily. So we put a good hard edge across there and then hold it down and bend towards the ruler. And that goes nicely. Good, good. We'll see. And now here, these can be a little trickier because we're with the grain. I'm gonna push down more. Nope. You see that? It bent. Ah. All right, so what if we... All right, that's a little off, but we're kind of forcing the bend. Maybe a sharper ruler would be better. I'm not sure. But in theory now, oh my God. Come on, this is so much better than we did last week. Cool. All right, let's put some tape on here. Let's call this one done, and maybe we'll call it a day. That feels pretty good. And now we're starting to make containers and structures. This will be good. Okay, so we're arriving at the same destination we got to last week, but we're getting there a different way that I think is cleaner and better and is using a different part of our brains. Now we're starting to pre-visualize to do the things we did last time. So I feel like last week was building blocks. You know, last week was sort of like the big Legos you played with when you were little, like the Duplos, and now we're getting into regular Legos, and it's like, okay, here's a better way to build the same thing. I'm really excited about this. Look at how clean, like, that's so clean now. This is good. Yeah, okay. That's what I want for today. Let's keep it an easy Monday. Build me a cube, build me a pyramid using folds instead of cutting and pasting. And watch out for a new video for Wednesday. All right, cool. Have a great day. I'll see you later. All right, bye.